Pete, I know you're going to love this one because
I'm
this
excited.
might be the gaudiest, some might say beautiful ring ever created for a championship. This is the Eagles Super Bowl rings, which were just unveiled. And you got to see this video to get a feel for what it really is.
Eagles Super Bowl 59 rings were unveiled tonight, and they might
The only
be
people
the
who don't
coolest
like this
rings
ring,
ever.
Dallas
Some simple
Cowboys.
facts and observations here. The Eagles' two
They're pretty
Lombardi
ticked
trophies
off.
that they've won in
Kansas
franchise
City,
history
too, probably.
are on the
Well,
top.
they got
The Super Bowl
pumped.
LIX
They've
logo
at least
on the
been
side
there.
with the score of the game, 40-22 at the Superdome
Dallas
in
has
New
been
Orleans.
since what?
The Chiefs
It's
stat
been a little
padded
while.
late in that game to make the score look closer.
Look at how cool that is,
On
John,
the
with the
inside,
MVP
the
thing
scores
there.
of all of the Eagles'
about the
playoff
inside,
victories
Pete?
against the
The
Packers,
scores of all the
Rams,
games.
Commanders, and
They
Chiefs.
thought of
with Nick
everything.
Sirianni's famous
every time
saying
you
and
think,
team
well, what else
motto,
could they
tough,
possibly do?
detailed-oriented.
That.
The coolest part
The
about these
wings.
rings, there's a button on them, and when pushed, the eagle wings extend off of the ring.
That's
it's
crazy
a
as
literal
hell.
ring
That-
with
that
wings
is just
on the top of the
crazy.
wings. Another Sirianni saying that became a Saquon Barkley favorite. You can't be great without the greatness of others. What do you think of these rings? The Eagles are champs. Now they can celebrate it with
gaudy.
some hardware.
But-
Very, very cool.
But who wouldn't want that? If you're
yeah.
a player, if you're a baller, John, in any sport, tell me you're not looking at that ring going, if you were 2 years ago and you got whatever ring you got, you look at this one, you go, damn, that was nice.
Yeah.
I think
sure
even
they're
Jerry
all-
Jones is like, I got to admit, that thing's damn nice.
God, that one is sweet. It is sweet.
That's cool.
And
Yep.
that was one of the most statement-packed Super Bowls I've ever seen, too, Pete, because Soriani's team, they just beat them.
Yep.
Just beat them. It was an impressive thing to behold. All
There
right.
was a lot of them at the ESPYs, by the way. I saw those guys at the ESPYs the other night, and Sirianno, and obviously the big tackle who was also on, the one with the face, the singing one or whatever.
Yeah.
Just cool. Yeah. So anyway, let's just jump into it, John. I thought, it would be kind of fun because we're really getting close to college football starting, NFL camps and all the rest of it, and things are starting to kick off just a little bit. I was messing around with some of my buddies in San Francisco who are parts of the 49ers, and they're getting everything ready there and all that kind of thing. So, but without going all the way to the NFL level, why don't we do the college level? This might be, John, one of the deepest in a while, and I know almost every year we say this about the quarterback class, but here's some of the folks that are there for the class of 2025, and they're going to. Some of them are just a year or two out of high school, for crying out loud. Lenora Sellers, the kid's from South Carolina. He sat out. I think he had a redshirt year. Then he played. When he played like an absolute freak. He's 6'3", 240-pound quarterback, South Carolina. If you stay in that same state, you've got Cade Klubnik, 6'2", 210-pound quarterback out of Clemson. Not so bad. Here's the guy that I saw in person that I got to tell you, they're normally not somebody known for the big-time quarterbacks or whatever. Every once in a while they are. But Drew Allar from Penn State at 6'5" and 240, and I stood next to him on the sideline, John. He's all of that height and all of that weight. He's a big old hoss. He, I think, is very ready to be an NFL quarterback at some point. But these guys are all still excited about college football and all the rest of it, which they should be. You've got Newsmeyer from LSU. You've got the kid from Cal who transferred to Indiana, Mendoza. And then you've got Arch Manning. So is there anybody in the group where you go, that's a hell of a group of guys? If you had the pick, now you're not going to get this year just yet because we haven't even started the season. But is there somebody going into it where you'd say, you know what, I like this guy for this reason? Is it the Clemson quarterback's extremely accurate? I will say that. He's got unbelievable numbers. But the sheer size of Mendoza, the kid who left Cal for Indiana, he's a big one at 6'5", 225. And then you've got Drew Allar. Who do you like the best going into the college football season?
Well, I do give that Fernando Mendoza a big thumbs up, Pete. Not just because I'm a homer and he was at Cal, but also because, he's got the size and he played on the West Coast. And West Coast quarterbacks are just built different, I think. I mean, so Tom Brady was a West Coast quarterback. Don't forget, folks. Aaron Rodgers, West Coast quarterback. Obviously, there are great quarterbacks that come out of the South and the Southeast, and I guess to some extent the East as well, because Pittsburgh, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, played at Pittsburgh and almost took a Super Bowl in his rookie year and then never went back.
Never sniffed a Super Bowl
after
that.
That was so sad because,
Yep.
God, he was a special player. But this Mendoza, I mean, he's only 21, Pete. So could he be, even a little bit bigger and stronger? The answer is, of course, yes. If they keep him healthy at Indiana, this kid could put up some real numbers. So that would be my pick on your group, Pete.
I think so too. I like him. I think Allar is pretty great. Sellers is a guy that I haven't seen enough of because South Carolina just doesn't have the national coverage that a lot of the other names do. But everything I've read about and the little bit I've seen him, he looks like a baller already and ready to go. So that it makes it pretty fun. And I think it's pretty cool how good these quarterbacks are, especially coming out of high school. These guys are what used to be guys coming out of college. I mean, it's amazing how what they do. All right, we're going to go to a sport that we don't talk about very often, John, but I thought we could kind of kick around some of the ideas here with golf. So Scottie Scheffler, there's a lot of people talking about this. This isn't just me just pulling this out of nowhere, but is he potentially better than Tiger Woods? I'll stop there and say this. He doesn't have the same length of time of all the greatness that he's had Tiger yet. But in the last 100 weeks, John, he's been the number one golfer in the world. So that says a lot about who he is, where he is. He's very calm. He's not that guy who's going to be really colorful and all the rest of it. As a matter of fact, some people get him criticism because of that. But he's already got 4 major championships. And yesterday he won by 4 strokes in that Royal Portrush. This guy's just unbelievable, though. I mean, he's head and shoulders above the rest of the crowd right now. And there's a damn good crowd behind him. But it seems like everything he enters, if he's not on the very top, he's damn close to the very top. And every once in a while, we know somebody gets hot and they get up there and they win one. But this guy's playing pretty good. I feel like he could, I would address it this way. Tiger Woods is unbelievable. He did it for a decade. He did it for 10 years. This isn't quite 10 years just yet. So that's why I would say we can't say that he is right now, but as of right now, he is absolutely destroying everybody else, and all the other golfers talk about it every day.
Yeah, and the sportscasters are going to talk about it, Pete. He is chasing Tiger, just like Tiger was chasing Jack Nicklaus and so forth.
Yep.
But I'm sure that he would be the first, probably, Pete, to say that he's got a long ways to go. But chasing Tiger is pretty impressive in and of itself because, of the accomplishments that he put up in his run. And his run ain't over. I mean, Tiger might still have a little more in the tank, Pete. But, yeah, Scottie Scheffler is a special player. And I certainly enjoy watching him play. And he keeps his cool, which is something, of course, that anybody who's played the game knows that it's a head game as much as it's a physical game.
Yeah, I think that's the one advantage he kind of has over the rest of the golfers right now. Obviously not an advantage over Tiger, but the rest of the guys that he's going against every time they get into a tournament, he's calm. And he doesn't get thrown off when he has a bad shot. I mean, he just seems to have it together enough. I mean, everybody gets ticked off, but I think that he definitely is a guy where he's going to bounce back from a bad shot, better than some others where it gets in their head and they can't get it out.
Yep. Well, thank you for joining us today, folks. We really appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow with another Rebels Edge. So if you want more of the same sort of descriptions and instructions as to how we might be playing some of these stocks, well, make sure you tune in because every day we break down the top stocks, macro minute, futures, and these sports like we just covered. And we'll be doing the same thing at what time tomorrow, Pete?
1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Giddy up.